often difficult to grab a viewer's attention with yet another review of a medium-sized SUV. But when it comes to the boring business of family-friendly motoring, we're duty-bound to cover some of the predictable housekeeping with BMW's latest versions of its X3 and X4. At 157,900, this X3 has merino leather trim and 3-zone aircon for comfort, and up to 1,600 litres of boot space to serve practicality. There's also an X4 twin that wants for 164,900 if you do prefer that stylish coupe roofline. It features similar gear such as high-end infotainment, parking assistance and active cruise control, but it does come with a smaller 1,430 litre luggage space. Pricey? Yes, but these are BMW's first proper medium SUV M cars. Both versions promise driving thrills on a twisty road, or, if you're feeling bold enough, a proper racetrack. However, BMW makes no suggestion that you should take either machine off-road. But we've got a clay skid pan and we've made a rally track, so let's find out what it can do. These are serious machines. Australia only gets the red-hot M competition versions of X3 and X4, which means M-certified running gear. At around 500 old-school horsepower and with 600 Nm on tap, it might look like these SUVs fit the same engines as the mighty M3 and M4, but this bi-turbo 3-litre V6 is 90% new. Tied to the same 8-speed ZF Auto as the heroic M5, either Hyper X3 or X4 will rocket to 100 km/h in just 4.1 seconds. On slippery clay though, they might be quite as quick to march. But we didn't come all the way to the South Australian outback to drive exclusively in a straight line. 375 kilowatts in a medium-sized SUV, it makes for a lot of tail-happy fun. For what are meant to be strictly on-road or on-track prospects, the dynamic package is extremely capable on the loose stuff. The constantly variable all-wheel drive fits a proper active differential on the rear axle. Even on broad low-profile rubber and the M-adaptive suspension set to its softest comfort setting, there's enough poise, balance and drive to blast across the surface only fractionally grippier than ice at speeds heading north of 150 km/h. Now, it doesn't completely take all the torque away from the front wheels, but it's almost completely rear-wheel drive in its most sporting mode. It's coming in, big moment on the brakes, hold the throttle, try and get a nice slide getting out of the corner there. Hauling the SUVs back from Warp 10 demands plenty of real estate, not because stopping power is lacking from the huge M-spec braking package, but because the clay is just so slippery. But there's an innate, almost rally car character to how these BMWs respond to driving inputs. Like a true thoroughbred, you spend more time digging in and keeping your right foot buried because it's so keen to shoot exactly where you point it. A mid-size SUV shouldn't be this dynamic, shouldn't be this much fun and playful, particularly shouldn't be this balanced. What does any of this bulldust prove if you've earmarked X3 or X4 M for your driveway? Unless you're planning to rob an outback bank and need a surrogate cross-country getaway car, probably not a lot. But that doesn't take away from the fact that, when push comes to shove, BMW's latest on-road rockets have one hell of a hidden party trick. As for their family friendliness or on-road performance, well, that's a test for another, more boring day.